According to the United States Census, about 19% of the population is Hispanic or Latinx. In Iowa, it's about 7% of the state population, but if you look at Hispanics and Latinx people in healthcare, physicians are far outnumbered by the population. That's why this weekend, a group of local doctors and medical students are coming together to bring awareness to that and hopefully see change.
I'm the first in my family to go to college.
Whether he's home in South Florida or in Des Moines, Ryan Mesa
And then hands front and back, does it make a difference?
is very much himself, inquisitive, compassionate, and most of all
my grandparents were refugees from Cuba.
still planted in his Latino roots. Now a medical student at Des Moines University, those values his family instilled in him are paired perfectly with his undying drive to succeed.
They were able to afford me the emotional support, the grit and the determination that really my family embodied from our journey from Cuba to the United States.
His family's story has ignited his passion. He's now the president of the DMU Student Club, Medical Students for Latino Health. Dr. Richard Salas
DMU
is the chief diversity officer and also an assistant professor at DMU, someone who works closely with Latinx and Hispanic students and champions a mission to get more into the medical field.
Just the presence of having someone like Ryan out there and the rest of our students makes a big difference.
In partnership with Mercy One, Dr. Salas and Ryan are one of many Latinos in Iowa taking part in National Latina Latinx Physician Day on October 1st to make that difference in addressing a shortage of Latinx physicians in Iowa and the country.
Let me put it this way. Latino health issues are everyone's health issues. Same like Black, Brown, Asian, Pacific. You name the identity.
Last year, the Association of American Medical Colleges released a report. The research showed in 2021, only roughly 6% of practicing physicians in the United States were Hispanic or Latinx. These Latinx doctors from Mercy One and DMU students are working to improve that. Why is it important to raise that number from 6% to much higher than that? Why is it important for you guys as doctors to see that?
Because patients need that. Patients need to see somebody that will understand their culture, that can speak in their language, and that can have this relationship-centered care, because there are so many nuances.
The way they interpret and the way that we explain situations such as surgery, it's very comfortable for them.
That compassion for these doctors is the key, pairing their life experiences with medicine.
When they come to us and they talk about the big spappa rub, the little like chicken soup for the cold, you know, that you can understand them because you have lived that through your grandma, your family, and you can also explain to them why that is good. But what else can you do?
The firsthand experience is something Dr. Maria Guevara Hernandez lives every day. The National Institutes of Health reports that Hispanic and Latina women barely account for 2.5% of physicians nationwide. She wants young Iowans to see others like her and know it's possible to raise that number.
Hey, maybe I can do it too.
Yeah.
So that's what we want. Say it's not impossible, it's not easy, but it's doable.
Their work has inspired medical students like Arthur Santos from Brazil and Marcos Gonzalez from Puerto Rico to connect people and doctors.
That's what we also want to champion, is the importance of understanding each other's stories, and that's what makes patients trust you.
It's really about teamwork, and so students that, people that see this happening and want to become, future doctors as Latinos, be brave. Be part of that team from the other side as a physician, because that's what I want to do. That's why I'm gotten into this.
Being brave, leading that next generation to help people, even if the path isn't easy. That's why for Ryan,
When, not if, but when you get criticized, remember the good in you. Remember your great qualities, remember you're worthy, remember you're capable of doing great things.
these words
Don't fear this criticism, but know when it comes, it is the result of your successes, not your failures.
aren't just words on a phone. It's who he is. In Des Moines, Shanu Herb, Local 5 News. All right, so grab your phone, scan that QR code on this flyer on your screen for more information so you can sign up for the event on Sunday night. It's from 5 to 8 p.m. at El Fogón in West Des Moines. The doctors and medical students who you all just heard from there, they're all going to be at that event. Some are even speaking there. And one important point those doctors wanted to make was how important mentorship is. They say they also want any young Latinos going into medical school or are dreaming of it to reach out to them and stay connected.